our taste gon' stale. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Rap is just a free throw. I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic. Taking my home.
I was 24, trying to see 25. I was
burned down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak.
Looked around, all I saw was death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, I put life in the beat. They ask me, man, we got no time to be weak. Looked around, all is death in the streets. That's why every time I speak, a life in the beat. They ask me why I ain't smile, nigga, life ain't sweet. Black man, Hispanic man, we got no time to be weak. Nah, I said it best, you know we just surviving the times, and it's survival of the fit. Strong survive. That's why each and every day I pray to the Most High, cause most of my people ain't make it to see 25. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. I was 24 trying to see 25, but the shit that I'm spitting crackers ain't gonna want me alive. Less it's 25 to life and I'm stuck in a cell. 23 hours to slot, yo my nigga, that's hell. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. We the salt of the earth, our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. We the salt of the earth and our taste gone stale. Living in a system set up for my people to fail. It's time to come together, that's the only way to excel. May the Lord's anger rain down fury like hellfire and brimstone. Revert these devils to Flintstones. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble with it. Burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, burn down Sodom, turn Babylon into rubble. Burn down Sodom, turn Babylon rubble with the angel in the line of Judah, king of the jungle. Ephraim is the flame, turn the Esau into stubble. This the patience of the saints, so always remain humble. He who endures to the end will see this place crumble. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries, victims have lost identity, but now we got the recipe. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Blessed is the man who sees the fall of his enemies. His prophecy is destiny. Been at war for centuries, victims have lost identity, but now we got the rest. The Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. I said the Bible is the remedy for healing all extremities. Speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die, the day that we die. I rep the Most High until the day that I die.
I put the bars together with anger and vengeance, praying that the breath of my enemies get extinguished. Niggas rhyme nursery like I'm here in Disney. How can I spit soft when crackers they wanna end me? Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. Trying to take my life and my kids without a father. That's why you see me rolling around with that shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Caught them trying to steal them bars. They want the style next 6 shooter on me like I'm in the Wild West. Caught them trying to steal bars. They want the style. 6 shooter on me like the Wild West. Caught them trying to steal them bars. They want the style next, but they can't duplicate y'all where they recuperate. Came a long way from moving perks about the Super 8. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail. Hotel, motel, wet-headed wholesale. Now you might see me with fringes all on my coattail, looking like a Hebrew. But I don't beef over the web, just step to me when I see you. Nose triangle on that 50 cal Eagle. Not even a main event, it's just a preview. Right before the movie, big budgets and Uzi. Big butted bitches, low 30 up to the Thule. Niggas so groovy, come and check the stilo. I leave, they talking again, it's like I'm Debo. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, nah, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. I'm done, drop the mic, nah, taking my home. Rap is just a free throw, I got the game sewn. When I'm done, drop the mic, taking my home. So it won't fall in the hands of fuck niggas. Me, I play the cards I'm dealt with Trump niggas. Ball on these haters, they swear I could dunk, nigga. Want, nigga. Choppers fit nice in the trunk, nigga. A problem over here, you can see me out front, nigga. Jump, nigga. Mean if you froggy, I front, nigga. Front, nigga, front, nigga, front, nigga, front, nigga, front. 6 shooter on me, like I'm in the Wild West.
We speak the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. Still here. We speak the truth until the day that we die. The day that we die. The day that we die. Still here. I'll let the Most High until the day that I die. We're still here. Die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We spit the truth until the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We speak the truth until the day that we die. Day that we die. Day that we die.
We about to bombard their whole operation. Certified priest, prophesying this my occupation. This shit outrageous. They done made the truth docile. That's why we on the corner crying aloud, looking hostile. It's UPK style. And stop now. Father's warfare couldn't last one round. Let the oppressed rise, and let the rich mourn till the sundown. Enough with this shit. About to make it hot, call it compound. This for my niggas, put the guns in the drugs down. Dwelling in peace till the Lord called for the blood. Hey, try to decide my death and got beside yourself. Swore drawn for what you perform. How you gon' hide yourself? Devil got to die for his lies and his dreams. Ain't got no love for them crackers. Nah, just cruel intentions. And in my father's house, it's spinning mansions. I got plenty of bitches. Worthy of vengeance, this your death sentence. I'm talking to you. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter. That they do not rise and fill the world with lies and die for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's done the end is still. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah. Now they shook from vicious words out this handbook. Bound to take these rappers back to school. My flow sand and hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hand down death for them devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man a stiff corpse. You see a flag in a badge, I see horns in a pitchfork. Go ahead. So please believe it. The white man is a demon. And I ain't gon' vote for them to free me. No. They beat us to weep. The color purple, that's why this knife till they broke like ceiling. You got this nigga on his knees. They wanna have peace. We're screaming, let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she pleased as I squeeze on the double D's. Fuck you mean? I'm talking to you. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter. That they do not rise and fill the world with lies and die for your skin. You gon' die for your pride. I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life. Try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's done the end is still. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking back! Ah!
It's okay, I'm right here with you.
Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter. That they do not rise and fill the world with lies and die for your skin. You gon' die people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Till the devil's done get in this deal. Slaughter, slaughter.
Back in 2022, I lost two very important people in my life. Big figures. It really wasn't until February.
Good night. Yeah, bitch. You already know who it is. They say the man with the 45, he beat with the man with the rifle, huh? Man, it ain't about what sword you got, it's about the man with the sword, you dumb fuck. Get your shit together. Hey, war. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I calm it down, but it's still in me. Twirl at your head, boy, like a disc. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys not trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. War. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm looking slow. I'm talking my prayer like it up close. I bring the heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord, yeah. I bring that bitch back to the Where's the riches? I got my take up like I'm sick. Yeah, I took the decision. I made my mind up like I'm sleeping. Hey, I'm 15, yeah. I caused a commotion. My chick looking miss like new potion. She got a demotion. Rub on her, I need some lotion. I stroke on her ocean slow motion. Now I'm exploding. I caused a collision. I'm too high like foreign transmission. Yeah, I'm sipping. I see your motherfucking vision. These boys keep talking that bitch and I pull up like pigeons. Like, where the brand and understand that I slap on the top of my enemies. Yeah, I already said that. Halo is head, yeah, but don't take my kindness for weakness. Yeah, I get it, I got it. I'm faster for I'm my own pilot. I don't need no stylist. Roll up on me and you drop it. We can do the straight head like I'm coming. I'm in high. I got that body hot lava. It's lava. My silence a profit. Red out and stocking. Just know I've been under something. I look at you, boy. You ain't nothing. I be like, war. Killer be kid, boy. I'm a menace. I calm it down, but it's still in me. Twirl at your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys not trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. War. Killer be kid, boy. Life is war. Come around the corner and I'm like a slow. I'm talking my prayer like it up close. I bring the heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord. Yeah, I bring that bitch back to the She asked me what I do. I'm always busy. I say I'm getting my weight up, obesity. She wanna come around and wanna visit. She talking through a pussy on. Listen, I'm all black. Y'all rats. 223, keep that air on my lap. I'm riding through Cracker Village full of tech. But they don't want no fucking smoke, so I relax. I take a nap, bitch. You looking sad. You may not see me, but my voice on every track. Just like a tag bitch. Your bitch a has been. Where in the world I stepped on it like a Mac. You dumb motherfucker.
Damn, man, we did that one. Fake love. Real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, hurt you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down.
official. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking
I
with
say
you.
fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather keep you distant, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear nigga than house nigga with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice for me. I'm bred different. Was never one to die just bullshit. I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits. I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
Let me know when. Good. Shalom, Israel. Nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Salimos desde el 1 Oeste, Harlem, Nueva York, calle 125, bajo el mando de nuestro comandante general Yahana. Nosotros estamos aquí para decirle a ustedes, hispanos, negros y indios, nativos americanos, que nosotros somos esa familia escogida. Nosotros somos esos 12 hijos de Israel, de Jacob, al que les pertenecen esta Santa Biblia, estas leyes, estatutos y mandamientos, nos pertenece a nosotros. Bueno, primeramente, sin antes, Shalom Yahaba Shem Rakatam, a todos los hermanos, Shalom Shema Ataba Shem Yahashah, a todas las hermanas, que significa paz, Dios y Cristo contigo. Que es lo que decíamos aquí. Nosotros no guardamos rencor o queremos que algo malo, feo le suceda a alguien de nuestra gente, a nuestros familiares, nuestros amigos, a nuestras amistades. Porque aquí en esta escuela lo que nosotros enseñamos es hermandad. Y eso es algo que nosotros aquí practicamos y profesamos, que es algo tan poderoso que hasta puede servir como una arma. Hermandad es una arma, es algo que nos puede ayudar a ser mejor, o si no nos estamos unidos, pues nos va a destruir. Bueno, y con eso el tema de hoy viene siendo para quiénes son estas leyes, estatuas y mandamientos. Porque throughout the whole book, from the beginning of Genesis to the last sentence of Revelations, this whole book is for a certain people. And it tells you from the beginning, this is for Israel only, for those 12 sheep, for those 12 lost sheep, for those 12 children of Israel, for those families that came from those 12 children, they came from Isaac, they came from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Like that's who this whole book belongs to. It never said that that Christ came for his people, the Moabites. It didn't say that, or the Canaanites. It didn't say that. It always says the Israelites. The Israelites are everywhere. And that's where you are painted here, Hispanics, Blacks, and Native Americans. You exist in this book. So without further ado, can I get Matthew 5 and 17, officer? Vamos a empezar con algo básico, algo que nosotros, even now, like you can see it outside of this school, like your Christian leaders, your Catholics, your even Islam and Buddhism, all these all these religions, right? Like they adhere to what they want to. You know what I mean? Like they want like if you're a Christian, right, and you want to eat pork, then just call it the other white meat. You know what I mean? Justify it. You know what I'm saying? If you Islam, you want to smoke if you want to smoke, then just justify it with it's part of the feast day. You know what I mean? So like everybody justifies their how not to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead, Capiar.
And I'm here.
All right, bet. You are Matthew 5 and 17.
Con.
All right. Go ahead. Let me get 5 and 17.
Oh, 5 and 17. Slovakia. Oh, it's on 7. Give me a second.
Yeah, while you look that up though, so in a lot of our institutions, right, which are religious institutions, you can also call them nonprofit and whatnot. Like there's always like somewhere along the way, their leaders was like, you know what, you can do these things as long as it's justified. But in our tradition, in our book, like there's no way to justify a sin or a transaction or a transgression. You can't justify it. You can't make an excuse about it. You know what I mean? You can't say, well, I can't fall asleep, so I might face this whole blunt, this whole L. You can't say that because now you know that it's wrong to smoke. You can't say, you know what, man, I'm going through it. It's tough. I'm gonna kill this whole bottle. You can't do that. There's a motto here in this school, in our school, in the Isupk. There's no excuses, no cowards, no excuses. That's what it is. Like as much as you want to, as much as that that voice in your ear tells you, yes, you'll be all right. Hey, ain't nothing gonna happen. No, like you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Because, like I said in the beginning, it was given to you, Hispanics, Blacks, and Native Americans. Go ahead, Junior. Tell me where you at.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Stop. So this is Christ speaking. This is written in red. And if I recall correctly, he was speaking to a scribe or a lawyer, something of that nature. But he's saying, think not that I am come to destroy the law. The law being everything that was written, as it is written, and it was written. So like the Old Testament, everything that those books of Moses have included, like those are the things that we're supposed to practice and continue. So Christ right now is saying, like, don't think, like, don't even think about it. Like, don't let that cross your mind that just because he's here, that the old law is done away with, which was a lot of it was a sacrificial law, or we'll get to it. But he's saying, like, don't think that I'm here for that reason. Go ahead, Junior.
Or the prophets.
Or the prophets. So the same people that was teaching these things back then, even before Christ, like those things are done away with. And even now, up to date, to we're in October, September, whatever month we're in, like this, like none of those teachings, right, that the UPK taught in those times are to be forgotten today either. You got to follow them even to this day. Because here, I mean, we got the greatest prophet on the planet committed General Yana. So even like what he's saying, it has not dealt away or deviated from what was written in the Old Testament. Go ahead, Junior.
Con. I am not come to destroy,
Mm-hmm.
but to fulfill.
But to fulfill. So he ain't come here to deal away with his law, statutes, and commandments, but he did come here to make sure that, to enforce it, for the lack of better terms. He's here to enforce it and make sure that it is continued and followed. Because we get deceived all the time. Matter of fact, we about to get deceived in what's the next holiday? Halloween, right?
Halloween. Con.
Yeah. So on Halloween, right? Anybody that is Christian, Catholic, anybody that has those Christian things in their organization, like they're gonna go out and celebrate this Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos for us. Halloween, they're gonna celebrate this thing and not know that they're worshiping another god. And even if they do know, like for example, the leaders, I'm more than positive that their heads of their organizations, they know what they're doing, they know what they're celebrating, but they're not going to steer them away from it. You know what I mean? Because that'll lose you some money in that collection bucket. So anything that was said back then, anything that was written, Christ ain't come here to destroy or get away from it. He came to make sure like we follow all these things. Us, because after all, he was sent after us, Israel, Spanish, Blacks, Native Americans. That's what Christ was sent for. Go ahead and go to 18.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one thought or one title shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
Right. So verily I say unto you. So Christ is like, so look, people game, check this out. Like, because Christ was he was a Judite. He went out there. He was, saying like this. He talked just very much like Judites talk now. So verily I say unto you. So check this out. To heaven and earth pass, right? Right? To heaven and earth pass, till they cease to exist, right? So they say not one jot or one tittle. These are clause. These are like it's part of kind of proper grammar, like your semiclause, your commas, your dots, your apostrophes. Like they symbolize a certain demeanor or a certain way to say things, right? So not one jittle, so like one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. So not even like the same comma that was there when these things were written, that's the same comma that is still there. And it's not going to go away. Earth and heaven hasn't passed. And it won't. Here, it's going to be followed to the dot. You know how we say, dot your I's and cross your T's? It's that kind of stuff. Like nothing there is going to change. They can try all they want. But guess what? We got the UPK and we'll go and dig those records up. We're going to find the truth. Anyway, go to 19.
Come on. Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments
Right, hold on. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, one of the least, like the least, sin is sin, crime is crime. Okay, but here saying like the least, what would the least be? What would a least transgression be, Caviar? If sin is sin, fringes, not rocking your fringes, right? Seems like it's not a big deal, right? But you know what? Here, that is a big deal. Because even though it doesn't seem like it, you still ain't shit. You still not. If you're not rocking your fringes, then you're not in anything. You're not in nothing. You know. Whosoever therefore shall break one of the least commandments, the least commandment. So, anyway, go ahead.
And shall teach men so.
Who teaches us the least commandments? Right. Pork is a white meat. Did you know that, Caviar?
Is it white meat?
Mm-hmm. All right. Did you know that, Junior?
Law.
Okay. There's like 3 or 4 kinds of the white meat. And that's one of them. Chicken is also white meat. But so who teaches us to do these the least of these sins, right? Who teaches us that it's okay? No, bottle up, please, sir. Oh, can you give me that water?
Edomites.
Right, exactly. That's right. They teach us that via their religions, via their entertainment. When don't you see a commercial with a big piece of pork chop in it? It says you go buy it for $12.99. You and a friend. That shrimp, crab, and lobster, same thing. Like, so start that again, Junior.
Con Matthew chapter 5 and verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Right. That's also talking about us, especially us. We have our leaders too. We have Nayib Bukele. We have Nicolas Maduro. We got I don't know, Sharp still alive. We might have him still. Obama, like we have so many leaders in our communities, right? But the problem is that our leaders, they work for someone else. So they have bosses. They have agendas that they have to follow. And they don't, obviously, they get fired and they lose their wealth and whatnot. But we have them. It's just they fail us. But not here in the UPK though. Go ahead, Junior.
But whatsoever shall do and teach them, and same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 20.
Right.
For I say unto
hold on, Junior. Let's drop that. Go to Romans 6:1.
Con. Do I read?
Go ahead.
Romans chapter 6 and verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?
Right.
Verse 2. God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein?
Right. So what shall we say then? Then, like, when we're going through our grace period, right, which we are in, it was a lot of world current events suggest that we are in the last time. Like our leaders, they read the prophets all the time. You know, the river dried up. What other prophecies have come to pass, Capiar? That's a different class, but so. Mm-hmm. So like this period that we're in right now, right? As far as like to get yourself together, Israel, because this is what ultimately this is talking to Hispanics, Blacks, and Native Americans. So here in Romans, the letter to Romans, it's like what we want to do. Like in the meantime, get your stuff together. Get in these classes. Stop making excuses. That says, shall we continue to sin that grace may abound? No, grace is not going to abound. You continue, like once you continue to sin after you know that this ain't for you, that it's not meant for you, that you're not supposed to do it, there is no more grace. The grace is gone because you already know this. You already know not to. You know not to go put on some superhero costume on the 30th. You know not to go buy your mother roses on that day. You know not to go get your little brother a pair of Jordans for the 25th. Like, I'm just saying it's an example. But you know, what I'm saying, like, you know, like there's no like the grace period is done. Like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Capio, but I think as soon as like you get that oil in your head, your grace period is over. There is, I kind of want to hear it now, but in the meantime, though, Junior, give me 1 John 2 and 3.
Come on.
I want to hear that scripture, Kevin.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
Right. 1 John 2 and 3. And hereby we know that we know him. How do we know? How do I know that the brothers in the school of the International School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, how do I know that they know who they worship? How do I know that they know God? I know because they follow, everyone in the school follows the law to the T. The law. If you can't follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the T, how it's ordained, then like you really can't be in a solid body. You know, like something as simple as fringes, right? Capiar brought it up earlier. Something as simple as fringes going around the bottom of your shirt, that's not lawful because it's not at the seam of the cloth. You know what I mean? And that's how I know, and that's something that tells me UPK is on the right track. Another thing, the Old Testament has never been dismissed. No one has ever written in our book that the laws and statutes, commandments of the Old Testament are done away with. It's not written. The opposite is written, that it has to be fulfilled, that it can't be revoked, it can't be erased. The greatest man on the planet said it himself. No, I don't want to speak too ill, but like nobody is carrying this doctrine, this beliefs, and this these law, statutes, and commandments the way it's carried here. It's just very apparent. So that's how you know when someone is a man of the Lord. When someone is a man of God, when they keep the law, statutes, and commandments, all of them. Not just the ones that you like, or the ones that once Augustine, Charles Augustine, I think that was his name. Please don't quote me. One of the emperors, once he sat down with his council, and they started removing and rewriting things from the scriptures. But that's how you know who is who, by seeing like, okay, this person, you know, saying he won't even get near that kitchen with lobster or pork and shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Like he won't even go near them brothers over there smoking in the corner. They won't go near this. They won't go near that. We do fish though, so we do go near. But nonetheless, you get the point. It's about you knowing what to look at. Everybody, you know, something in the world that I used to look at was, you know, being raised, not raised, but like having Mormon influence around me. I used to ask myself, like what did this particular leader see where like they found all the truth? And now when I look back on it, I'm like, there's no way he got all the truth, because we used to eat pork chops after church. There's no way. Like, you know what I mean? Now, of course, not then. But so yeah, so the scripture saying is, and hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments. If you have any questions on who has the truth and who doesn't, just look at who's following the law, statutes, and commandments. Look for perfection. You'll find it. Go ahead, Junior.
Verse 4. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not with him.
Right. Hold on. He that said, I know him, right? Who does that sound like? I don't think, man, I hope not. I don't think I've ever seen anyone come up to a podium and say, I know my God. I know my Christ. We have a personal relationship. I don't think I've ever seen that in the school. So how do we know? Who says that? Who says they know him? Who says they know him? Who?
The church.
Right. Exactly. The church says they know him. How good? I mean, they don't know him good enough to not go take a cigarette break. They don't know him good enough to not invite the women's choir for shrimp and cocktails later on. They don't know him that well. But go ahead, Junior.
Verse 5. But whoso keepeth his word.
Sorry,
And
Junior. Hey, read 4 again. My bad. I'm sorry.
1 John chapter 4. I mean 1 John chapter 2 and verse 4. He that saith I know him and keepeth not his commandments is a liar.
Is a liar.
And the truth is not in him.
Right? Is a liar. Deceitful.
Verse
Because
5.
hold on, Junior. Because to anyone that that doesn't know too well the law, statutes, and commandments, right? And then all of a sudden, somebody that has that kind of seal, right? That it's like, yeah, I do the Lord's work. I go to church on Sunday. I pay my tithings on Sundays. I go and help. I do what I can on Sundays, and that's about it, right? So to anybody that is like that, right, and they present that to somebody else in the world that is weak is gonna be like, oh wow, what a righteous person, what a righteous being, what a great thing to do. You know what? I want to do this too. But without knowing that that is not the proper way to go about the Lord's business. Everything has an order in life, and that is not how you're supposed to take care of the Lord's business the way that our leaders do so. So for them to say, first they say they know the Lord, right? And they keep commandments. That makes them a liar. So there's no truth in them, bro. Like, even though they think that that's how it ought to go down, that's how it ought to be, it's not. If it's not from UPK, you're not in the truth. That's the bottom line. Here we do it differently. Here we do something like find out where the next caravan is. You know what I'm saying? Do it on the Sabbath, before the Sabbath. Like definitely not like on definitely not on Sunday. Like that's a no-go. Go ahead, continue, Junior.
Verse 5. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected. Hereby know we that we are in him.
Right. So if you put in this work, you do this diligently, honestly, you know what I mean? Like the Lord is with you, man. Like I know the Lord is with you, PK 100%. Because we do this like out of brotherhood, you know what I mean? I know that was yesterday's class, but brotherhood is also a law. You know what I mean? Like you have to show brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? How you show brotherhood? By loving your brother. How do you love your brother? Find law, statutes, and commandments. How you do that? Through actions. You show it. You don't tell nobody. You don't gotta say it. You show it. What was that? 1 John 2. John 3 and 4.
1 John or just
Yeah,
John?
1 John 3 and 4.
Con.
Well, and here's another thing that I think that we as Israelites, Hispanics, Blacks, Native Americans, is like I was saying earlier, like something that I think we don't quite grasp is that sin is sin no matter what. You know what I mean? Like smoking a cigarette is 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 a sin. It's a transgression of the law, as it's not paying your tithes. You know what I mean? Like sin is sin. It's like, you know what I mean? You can't be like it's a little white sin. It's a little white lie. You can't do that, man. Christ wasn't on that stuff. Job wasn't on that stuff. They weren't out there like, yeah, it's a little sin, you know what I mean? Nah, they weren't on that. It's do or die. Go ahead, Junior.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgressive also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law.
Whosoever committed sin, transgressive. You know what transgressive means?
Law.
It's breaking. It's we can look at. No, we ain't gotta look it up. It's breaking the law. Very much like you know, if you was to have too many cold ones right now and you get in your car, start driving, you're breaking the law, right?
Con.
Okay, so it's the same thing here. Sin is breaking the law. Now, there's a difference between the sin that our law, the law of the Hispanics, Blacks, and Native Americans, and the constitutional law of Americans. Because Americans, right, there is laws that allows them to some places you can smoke. You can smoke weed. Other places you can marry animals. Okay, you know how disgusting that is. Other places, like the law, the constitutional law of the Edomites is not the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High left for us. Just because it's okay to consume this unlawful thing at this restaurant, don't mean that you go do it. You know what I mean? So like that's what separates us from the rest, is the law, statutes, and commandments. That makes us unique. That's what separates us. That's what makes us holy, these laws. Anybody in any Edomite or Amalekite or whoever, they can eat all the shrimp, pork, and lobster they want, and they'll be all right. Now go ahead, if you Hispanic, Black, Native American do that, you gonna lose a foot. You're gonna be a diabetic, high cholesterol, all kinds of sickness and diseases, and all kinds of plagues are gonna come knock at your heart, because that's not for you. Things are not for you. Right? You're seeing those Red Dot Indians, man. They smoke, or Vietnamese too. They smoke back to back to back to back. They live 80, 90, 100 years old. That's a fact. That's a fact. But we can't do that. We can't do that, because as soon as you light that cigarette up, you're gonna have a cop on the back of your neck. You know, that's why these laws are special to us. That's why we gotta follow them. You know what I mean? Like, that's why sin is sin. Like, to us, sin is sin. And that's it. Like, there's no, well, it was a little sin, but the other brother's sin was bigger than my sin. No, sin is sin, bro. Get together. If I could, Capier, I was gonna do the rest in Spanish. All right, but all right, Junior.
Con.
Get John 3 and 4.
John 3 and 4.
First John, Slakia. Oh my bad, I'm reading in Spanish. Slakia.
So do I go for the rest?
No, we'll go. No. We'll jump to the next one. In Spanish? I guess. Oh, we don't have the app though.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's how I come over prepared. I went to half in English, half Spanish. That's all right. Oh, in that case, then you get second. So what is it? Let's go to 1 John 4 and 20. Because that is also a law.
Could you say that again?
1 John 4 and 20.
Con.
That is also a law. By the way, like anything that is written in our book is something that like you must follow. You know what I mean? And like low key, all these things, like they do have benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not grievous, right, Caviar? So like a lot of these things that I've been reading lately, and like it's just a matter of if you keep doing it and applying them, it will make your life easier. The Lord knows we in hell. But you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, you can alleviate that a little bit. Anyways, you got what I asked for?
Con.
Go ahead.
1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Si un hombre dice que él ama al Todopoderoso y luego odia a su hermano, él es un mentiroso. ¿Por qué es un mentiroso? Porque dice que él ama a Dios. Si él ama a Dios, pues él debe de amar a su hermano también, ¿no? Eso es parte del pacto. Uno no puede decir que nomás ama al Todopoderoso y luego andar comiendo sus cangrejos, camarones, langosta, andar fumando sus cigarros, su marihuana, su cocaína, andar abusando del alcohol, andar abusando de las mujeres igual, andar de sucias en las calles. O sea, si un hombre dice que él ama al Todopoderoso y luego odia a su hermano, ¿cómo demostramos que odiamos a tu hermano? Junior, give me some examples of how do you like what's an action that you would do to show you hate your brother?
Not helping him out if he needs money or if he needs food, a ride, anything.
Okay.
Along that lines.
Right. So like charity, like.
God.
All right. You got any more?
All
right. I'll give you one. Here's one where how you don't show your brother that you love them is you allow them to continue sinning. Like you don't step in there. You know what I mean? You don't step in there and tell, hey brother, what you're doing, first of all, if it's offensive to me, but also like you hurting yourself, and you know what I mean, like allowing your brother to to pick up that cigarette, or you know what I mean, allowing your brother to dismiss the Lord's work and go work for the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? That's not love. You know what I mean? And I noticed that the hard way, because San Antonio, they show me too much love, man. Sometimes I get tired of it. I'm only kidding. But go ahead, continue with that, Junior.
Con. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen,
Porque él que no ama a su hermano, quien él ha visto. O sea, todos los días nosotros vemos a nuestros hermanos, ¿va? Y aún así no lo amas, no le demuestras amor, piedad, confianza. Go ahead.
con. How can he love God whom he hath not seen?
¿Cómo puede amar a él, al Todopoderoso, quien él no ha visto? Él no ha visto al Todopoderoso y dice que lo ama. Pero a su hermano lo ve todos los días. Todos los festajes, todas las fiestas. Ahí lo ve, pero no lo ama. Eso se llama hipocresía. Lo más importante que nosotros podemos hacer, que viene siendo ley, porque es la ley. Esto es ley. Amar a nuestros hermanos, así como te amas a ti mismo. Go ahead, 21.
Con. Verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
Y este mandamiento que tenemos de él, que el que ama al Todopoderoso, que ame a su hermano también. ¿Cómo se ama al Todopoderoso? Junior, how do you show you love the Most High?
Doing all his works, following his commandments, helping your brother.
Right.
That's all I can think of.
No, you're right.
Oh.
Yeah. And in that same manner, right, is the same way that you can show your brother love. Because if you love God, right, you ain't going to break his law, statutes, and commandments. Now, you love your brother, you ain't going to let your brother do those things, right? And if your brother loves you, likewise, he ain't going to let you do those things either. You dig?
Huh.
Well, that's how that works. That's how a deal works. You know, that's what the covenant was. We made a deal. See, you follow his law, statutes, and commandments. You know, you be the Lord's people here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? I still like a copy. That's the power. Yeah. Y este es un nuevo mandamiento que tenemos de él. Que amemos al Todopoderoso, así como amamos a nuestros hermanos. And what Junior said was right. Like you show the Most High that you love him by following the law, statutes, and commandments, and you can Because love is action. You show your brother that you love him by not allowing them to sin. And they'll do likewise for you. Get yeah. We don't want to talk about Trump on the low, bro. Yeah, I don't got too many of those scriptures though. Junior, let me get John 15 and 12.
Con. John chapter 15 verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love.
Este es el libro de Juan, capítulo 15, versículo 12, que dice, este es mi mandamiento. So these letters are written in red. Christ speaking. Okay? It's always very important when you see that, like, my bad. So like, the whole book is important. Including the Apocrypha. When you see that red though, like really like focus on what that red is saying. Go ahead, start that again.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
So these are written in red. And this is my commandment, that ye love one another. Right? He's talking to the brothers in the school. He's talking to his people, Spanish, Black, Native Americans. And this is my commandment. Now he jumping in the scene. Right? Christ is the only king. You want to vote for Kamala and what's that name? And Trump, vote for them. You know? It wouldn't behoove you though, because now you are voting for a new slave master. That's what you're voting for. You're voting for the next one to tell our family members across on the other side of the border that they not this year. This year you can't come in. You're voting for the next one to say, you know what, we're gonna pay you one instead of $1.03 to pick a whole acre, 2 acres of oranges. We'll give you $1.09. Like you're picking a new slave master right now. But that's what you're doing with these elections. Mm-hmm. And through that, you're going to have to follow, or as Americans, citizens, you're going to have to follow the orders that they give. You know what I mean? They tell you, I give you a small example. They tell you not to, after from 2 p.m. till 7 p.m., your thermostat has to be at 87 degrees. You know, from this hour to this hour, you can shower or you can water your garden or your ranch. You know what I mean? Like, so you're picking somebody like from this hour to this hour, you can pay this amount flipping burgers. Like, you're voting for a new slave master. Or vote for someone that will set you free. You know? And this brings it back to the scripture though, because this is a commandment. And typically, all the time, whenever commandment is because it comes from an authority above you. And this is what Christ is. Christ is king. And this is an order he's giving us right now. He's giving us an order right now in the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. Go ahead, Junior.
Con. John chapter
Go ahead.
15, 12. For this is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
Exactly. In the same man, Christ was so cold. He loved too much. Like, he gave his life for too many people that don't deserve it. Yet, so like I've been slow. Yet, and the whole point now, him being in the school is to earn that, crown, to earn that part in the kingdom. So this is Christ saying, "Look, this is what I'm gonna tell you. This is Christ. He's giving a commandment that you love one another as I have loved you." In the same manner, bro. In the same manner that he showed us love. I'm saying he'll feed you, he'll give you some refreshments, even wine. You know what I mean? Like he'll make sure you taken care of. Saying to the point where he wasn't even taking care of himself. He always trusted the Lord. That's why he didn't even had a pillow to lay on, a roof over his shoulder. Nonetheless, he did his job. And he's telling us, do like I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's something that we ought to strive for. Be like that, brother. Like there's no greater brotherhood than the one he demonstrated. Go ahead, Junior.
Do I read again? Do I read the verse again?
Nah, go to 13.
Verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Damn. No great love. And that's real, man, because, you know, I can't speak for everybody, but I know in my life, I've been selfish, and I always wanted my life to be about my life. You know what I mean? Like this brother, he's thinking about everybody else. He ain't thinking about. And he's like, you know what I mean? Like he's thinking way ahead, way outside the box. You know what I'm saying? There's no greater love than that, and for a brother to give up his life. Ultimately, you know, your life, that's what you have. And he was willing to do it, like, and you know, he did weep too. Like he had emotions. You know what I mean? He was a human being too. But nonetheless, though, like he knew his calling, very much like we know our calling here. You know, and there's no way that we can mess that up. Like it's not like there is no greater love, bro. Like Junior, like what is the most affection and compassion anyone has ever showed you? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't really remember.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you mine, man. Mine was the brothers in this school tolerating me.
Oh, you meant like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like somebody show you love, like, you know what I mean? Like it could be like somebody give you a piece of bread or some shit, you know what I mean? But like for me, it was this, like these brothers tolerated so much of our nonsense that now it's like I can't fail these brothers, man. You know what I mean? But I love it because that's what love is, bro. Like they never gave up on me. You know what I mean? Like, but the brotherhood that Christ is showing here, bro, like this is something else. Like laying your life down, that's incredible. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. What was you gonna say?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but teaching me the truth.
Right. Yeah. And that's enough, right?
Con.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you, brother. All right. And then go ahead, go to 14.
Con. Verse 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Ye are my friends, if you do whatsoever I command you. So hold on. So that's the only requirement I need to be friends with my king, is to do what he says. You know what? I'll do that in this lifetime and the next. All he did was ask for us to, what did he say? He said to love one another as I have loved you. That's what we do here in this school, man. I want to revisit Matthew 5 and 18. I'm gonna do it in Spanish, all right?
5 and 18.
Yeah.
Con.
I'll start reading it though. Let me get it on the.
Con.
All right, go ahead.
Con. Matthew chapter 5 and 18, verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the law.
It's tittle.
Tittle, Salakia. Tittle
Good.
shall in no wise pass from the law.
All
Till
right.
all be fulfilled.
Right. To all be fulfilled. So, en lo que dice esta escritura es que no importa el tiempo, la época, la era, pero todo lo que está escrito aquí en esta Santa Biblia, no se para, no se detiene, no se borra, no se deja. Esto va a seguir hasta que la tierra y los cielos dejen de existir. Y eso no es posible. No es posible que eso pueda suceder. Porque primeramente no hay nada nuevo bajo la tierra. Todo lo que vivimos, lo que existimos, incluso uno mismo, ya ha estado aquí. Uno ya ha vivido su vida aquí, varias. Eso es lo que significa la vida eterna. La vida eterna no significa que tú vas a estar, pues te vas a morir vas a fallecer a los 24 años y luego vas a resucitar y vas a seguir 24 por el resto de los siglos o el resto de la eternidad. Eso no es el caso. El caso es que cuando tú estás vivo, y el Todopoderoso te visita. En mi caso, pues me visitó y me mandó aquí a esta escuela y yo tuve que nacer otra vez, en pocas palabras, y ahí empecé a aprendí que pues yo ya estaba aquí y que voy a seguir estar aquí, pero lo más importante que aprendí es que uno tiene que seguir estas leyes, estos mandamientos que están escritas aquí en la Santa Biblia, porque eso es lo que te va a liberar, eso es lo que te va a dar la vida eterna. Pero si tú sigues estas cosas, ¿va? En esta vida, llegas a tus 70, 80, 90 años, ¿va? Y luego te falleces, tú vas a fallecer, tu espíritu va a regresar al Todopoderoso y el Todopoderoso te va a juzgar por lo bueno o lo mal, por lo que sea, y luego te va a condenar y vas a regresar a vivir otra vez. Y depende de que si seguiste leyes, estatutos y mandamientos, o que si las encontraste y no debiste seguirlas, eso depende de tu condena. Puede que regreses de aquí a la tierra y estés o sea, puedes nacer en un hogar, una casa de drogadictos y alcohólicos y lo que sea, de gente malvada. O sea, tú incluso puedes ser una víctima desde el principio. O sea, o puede que el Todopoderoso te guardó misericordia y te manda a vivir una vida chévere. O si no, pues hiciste todo lo que tú tenías que hacer y lo hiciste correctamente. Y ahora el Todopoderoso te está mandando a la familia donde pues tú puedes estar en paz y puedes vivir un poquito del reino antes de que el Todopoderoso nos dé el reino completamente. Y bueno, pues es el caso. Y bueno, para acabar, Junior, you got the prayers?
The prayers?
Yeah.
La.
All right, it's all good. All right. Well, I want to do one last one real quick.
Con.
Give me Zephaniah 2:1.
Zephaniah 2:1?
Yeah.
Is that in the Apocrypha or?
No. Zephaniah? No.
Con, I got it.
Hold on, let me put it on my screen though. This is one of my favorite scriptures right here, because even though it's a short scripture, it says so much. Yeah, I love this scripture, man. Go ahead, Ak.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together. Yeah. Gather yourselves together. Gathered together, O nation, not desired.
Right. Gather yourselves together. We don't know what gather means, but gather yourselves together, though. This is talking more than one group. Gather yourselves together. Ye. You mean like you. That's what he said. You know, get together. You. I'm talking to you. You know, go ahead. Go ahead, Junior.
Con. Before the decree, bring forth. Before the day pass.
Oh no,
Before the fear.
Junior.
Con.
My bad. Go to 1 again.
Con. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah. Gather together, O nation not desired.
Right, that's it. Gather yourselves together. Ye gather together. Hispanics, Black, Native Americans, gather together. Gather together. O nation not desired. Wow. A nation not desired. How I know we're a nation not desired? Shit, we could start 500, 600 years ago. Ever since Columbus got on, ever since he got on them boats and knew that he will find Israelites over here on this side of the hemisphere. Ever since he found that out, and got the Queen and the King of Portugal to sign them papers and to sign those insurance documents and to sign off on those slave boats to sign. You know, they just needed their signatures. Soon as he found that out, they got on boats. And let me tell you, Hispanics, Blacks, Native Americans, how much of an adversary and an enemy Esau is to us. They crossed the whole ocean with limited resources, not to come befriend you, not to come be your brother, to come and take you, to come and put you on their fields and their reservations, to come and put you in their workforce, in their boarding schools, their boats. Like, this is how much they abhor us. And this is why it's very important in Zephaniah 21 says, gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation I desire. Spanish, Black, Native Americans. It's time, man. It's time. And with that, nosotros somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Salimos desde Harlem, Nueva York, calle 1 Oeste, bajo el mando de nuestro comandante general Yahana. Nosotros estamos aquí a enseñarles a ustedes, hispanos, negros e indios, quiénes son de acuerdo con la Santa Biblia, que nosotros somos las 12 ovejas perdidas de la casa de Israel, el pueblo de Israel. Y con eso, no tengo los anunciamientos, pero ni modo. Junior Tawada for reading from you.
Con, I am the bar.
And with that, Shalom Yahba Hashem Rakatam. A todos hermanos, Shalom Shema Atabashim Hasta. A todas hermanas. Con eso, Shalom Israel.